The spring equinox is here, and today we've got a blast from the past, an episode from Ostara 2022, followed up by a special guided meditation.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's magical mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thank you for joining us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and this is my scrumptious parlor maid, Parfait.
Charmed.
And here in my lap is Parfait's adorable little puppy, Ollie. Say hi, Ollie. We're very happy you joined us here today. We're having a special celebration for Ostara, which is the spring equinox. You know, Parfait, the spring equinox is when the day and the night are equal lengths of time.
No kidding.
I know, we're getting out of those dark winter days, and we're coming into the lovely days of spring and summer.
I love springtime.
So today we're going to talk all about spring, and we're going to do some fun Ostara and springtime activities.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Do you have something fun planned for us today?
Maybe.
All right. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, my goodness. Well, that was exciting. I guess you know what, Ollie? That means it's time for words of wisdom. And today we're going to have a special spring poem, and it's from my spring poetry coloring book. I know, Ollie. And our poem is A Psyche of Spring, and it is by George Marion McClellan. That's what the page looks like in the coloring book. And don't forget, these are for sale on Amazon. But right now, sit back and relax, and let's enjoy a beautiful poem called A Psyche of Spring. A Psyche of Spring by George Marion McClellan. Thou gaily painted butterfly, exquisite thing, a child of light and blending rainbow hues. In loveliness, a Psyche of the spring, companion for the rose and diamond dews. 'Tis thine in sportive joy from hour to hour, to ride the breeze from flower to flower. But thou wast once a worm of hueless dye, now seeing thee, gay thing, afloat in bliss. I take new hopes and thoughts of by and by, when I as thou have shed my chrysalis. I dream now of eternal springs of light, in which, as thou, I too may have my flight. We are going to be talking about Ostara this week, which just happened a few days ago. Sorry I didn't get this episode up for you before Ostara, but you know, it's just happening the way the universe wants it to, so I'm going with it. And today I'm going to be creating a watercolor painting for you that has to do with a lot of the themes of Ostara. And while I'm painting, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the holiday, why we celebrate it, and what it's all about. Of course, Ostara is one of the sabbats on the pagan wheel of the year. It is the spring equinox. So it's a holiday of great fertility, rebirth, and renewal. It marks the beginning of the planting season, and it is the point of perfect balance on the wheel of the year. The perfect balance of day and night, because they are equal in length. It is a celebration of equilibrium, dark and light, masculine and feminine, inner and outer. this is the moment where light defeats the dark. The sun is gaining power and strength. Those first whispers of spring that we heard at Imbolc are now a glorious song of abundance and fertility. Spring has arrived. Ostara takes its name from Ostara, the Germanic goddess. And Easter has derived many of its traditions from Ostara. Traditions such as rabbits, bunnies, and hares. The hare is sacred to the goddess and is a totem animal to lunar goddesses such as Hecate, Freya, and Holda. The hare symbolizes the rebirth of life in spring. Both the moon and the hare, which is a nocturnal animal, were believed to die daily so they could be reborn each evening. So the hare is a symbol of immortality. Also, the hare is a major symbol of fertility, as the female hare can conceive a second litter while still pregnant with the first one. The hare has turned into the Easter bunny over the years, who brings the eggs for children at Easter time. But why eggs? Well, eggs and all seeds actually contain all potential. They're full of new life and the promise of things to come. The egg symbolizes Earth's fertility and abundance, and the rebirth of nature after a long, cold, dark winter. The egg is a symbol for the entire universe. Think of it as a cosmic egg that symbolizes the perfect balance of the equinox. The golden yolk represents the sun god, who is enfolded by the white goddess in a perfect balance. Which seems like a very appropriate symbol for Ostara, when all is in balance for just a brief moment. And the energy below that is one of expansion and growth. Another symbol of Ostara, hot cross buns. The cross on top of the bun symbolizes the 2 equinoxes and the 2 solstices. It represents the 4 seasons, the 4 directions, the 4 elements: earth, water, air, fire. Some other symbols you might see at this time: serpents and dragons, all spring flowers like daffodils, lilies, crocuses, violets. Some colors for Ostara: bright green, yellow, purple. And of course, putting colored eggs and spring flowers, seeds, and feathers on your altar is a wonderful way to celebrate Ostara. We feel the sun coming in. The days growing warmer and longer. We see plants, seeds, and flowers sprouting and growing. Animals such as the hare or the rabbit are representing fertility by mating in abundance. It is a great time of year to thaw out your bones and get ready for the upcoming summer months. Spring is here. The days will be getting longer from now on. So enjoy the sunshine. Another good way to celebrate Ostara is to take a walk out in nature and look for signs of budding spring. If you see some signs around you where you live of an incoming spring, please make sure to let us know in the comments what you notice. And for our friends who live in the Southern Hemisphere, we know you're celebrating Mabon and the autumn equinox, so please feel free to check out our episode all about Mabon. Whatever your traditions are at this time of year, I wish you a happy and blessed spring. I hope you are enjoying the longer days and the sun is peeking through at you wherever you are. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this watercolor picture for Ostara. Well, we're so glad you were here today with us to celebrate Ostara. And don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. Hey, if you had a good time, maybe they could give us a like.
Yeah, please do.
Or a share. Hit that subscribe button.
Oh, definitely subscribe to us.
Those subscribers really help us keep the channel going and growing.
We love you.
And don't forget to ring the bell, and we'll let you know when we post new episodes.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Till
Happy
next week.
Ostara. Giddy up.
Hello, it's Meg with another guided meditation for you. This time, we're celebrating Ostara, the spring equinox. So find yourself a comfortable place where you can relax and be undisturbed while you enjoy this special guided meditation to help you welcome spring. Relax, settle back, and begin with a nice, deep, full breath in. Hold it and release it slowly. Take another deep breath in. And exhale slowly with control. When you take this final deep breath in, I want you to imagine breathing in all the light of spring. Breathing it in. Hold all that light inside you for just a moment, and now breathe out all the darkness of winter. Now you're feeling very relaxed and balanced, and you see a little path through the woods, and you're wandering down the path, and you notice a basket, a little wicker covered basket. And I want you to put into the basket any problems, any troubles, any worries or concerns that you have in your life right now. Put them into the wicker basket and cover them up. And while you are doing this meditation, the universe will be busy working on the solution to all your troubles. So leave them behind in the wicker basket. It will be there waiting for you at the end of the meditation. And now we're going to continue walking down this beautiful forest path. It is early dawn, and you can hear the beautiful spring birds are singing their morning song. And the sunlight is filtering in through the trees. And you feel yourself at the point of perfect balance. Everything in your life is coming together in a state of perfect equilibrium. And as you're walking down this forest path, you feel everything in your body, in your spirit, in your heart, in your mind, balancing. The dark and the light come into perfect alignment. Your masculine and feminine energy are perfectly balanced. You feel your inner and outer energies are completely aligned. Your yin and your yang have ceased being two fish chasing each other's tail and have become one whole and complete entity, because the dark needs the light and the light needs the dark. The positive needs the negative and the negative needs the positive. And at Ostara, we are in a state of perfect balance. And as you continue walking down the forest path, you see a branch with a bird's nest. And inside that nest are eggs. As you look at those eggs, you realize that the egg contains all potential abundance. The egg represents the rebirth of nature. That egg is a cosmic egg. It truly represents the universe. The yellow yolk inside the egg represents the sun god, who is enfolded by the white goddess in perfect balance inside of the egg. Just like you are in perfect balance and ready to enter the season of spring, where you are going to experience expansion and growth. your soul, your life, your being, your mind, and your spirit are expanding and growing exponentially as you stay in a state of beautiful and perfect balance. And now you leave the bird's nest behind and continue walking down the path, and you come out of the forest into a beautiful meadow filled with wildflowers. And you notice some tiny rabbits are hopping about in the meadow. And the rabbits are there to remind you of the wonderful fertility of spring. And I want you to draw this fertility inside of you. You are drawing in an abundance of whatever it is you want in your life. Love, family, financial security, a job, a home, anything you are trying to attract more of into your lives. The rabbit is here to remind you that this is a time of abundance and prosperity for you. Let your wealth multiply like bunnies. Let your love multiply like the hare. Let whatever it is you want to attract more of into your life grow exponentially in the fertility of your heart, mind, body, and spirit. You are balanced. You are blessed. You are the cosmic egg of the universe. Because you know that while you may only be a tiny, tiny, tiny little flower in the great meadow of the universe, you are part of that meadow. And that meadow is part of you. Happy, happy Ostara.